And we are live. Welcome to Clydesdale Media Presents Meet the Athletes of the Semifinals. But before I get to my guest, I need to thank my sponsors. And first and foremost, RX Smart Gear. They've been with us a long time. They provide world-class jump ropes, grips, and other gear for us all. Use the discount code Clydesdale15 for 15% off your order at rxsmartgear.com. Also, Mobility Movement, MVMNT, is a program that teaches you how to increase your capacity to heal, reduce recovery time, and restore your nervous system to peak health. Everyone gets a 7-day free trial, but our listeners get an additional free month when they use the code Clydesdale Free Month at mobilitymvmnt.com. And finally, our newest sponsor, C4 Energy, delivering the most effective, best tasting, and highest quality products for you. Get 20% off when you use the code Clydesdale at checkout at c4energy.com. That's c4energy.com. And without it, I would not be making it through all these interviews. This is the Skittles flavor. It is my favorite. It is 0 calories, and I get the flavor of my Skittles without the calories. And now, my guest, Gabby McClelland.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Just enjoying my lovely Friday here.
So first, I need to congratulate you. You're a semifinalist going to the Syndicate Crown.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Knoxville before?
I have not. I think I've only been to Tennessee like one time, and we were just driving through. So
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's going to be fun. I was there last year for the MAC. So much to do. But you've got something on your plate first before you get to the fun stuff. So the workouts are out. Have you taken a look?
I have. Yeah. I've been a little nervous leading up to the semifinals here, but after they released those workouts, they got me really excited, and I'm just like, I'm ready to go see what I can do.
Is there any one in particular that you're especially excited about?
Definitely the lift. Excited for a good clean complex. And then I am excited about the rope climb one. Like, I just think I'm just like ready to see how much better my rope climbs have gotten in the last year, because they were not great a year ago, but I've come a long way, and I'm excited to see how I can do against some of the best out there.
So when stuff like that happens, how much stays nervousness and how much is I want to see what all the work has been about and if it has come to fruition?
I think it depends. For me, it depends on the movements, and for the most part, all of these here, I'm excited to just see like all of it come to fruition. All the training I put in with my coach at my gym this last year, but some other movements that I'm like so thankful we're not seeing. Those would be some nervousness, and I'd be like, I don't know about those, but I feel blessed or lucky to have the workouts that we have.
So this is the first time you've qualified for semis.
Correct.
You weren't too far out last year.
Right.
But so how much have you improved? So the standings show you've improved. How much do you feel you've improved from last year?
I feel way more well-rounded, especially in my gymnastics. It's always been something I've struggled with. I've tended to be a wheelhouse athlete, and I have two like really good scores that just kind of average out my very poor scores, and then I end up a little bit above average there. And this year I felt like I've moved everything up, and I wasn't just like skating by to try to just scoot my way in there. I felt like I actually like deserved to be placed where I was, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So one thing you did accomplish last year is second place in the world in the occupational games.
Yep.
For military.
Mm-hmm.
Was that something that you were proud of?
I was, yeah. I had never really thought about it. I just knew I was pretty fit, at least amongst like my peers for the most part. But I always know that there's those special people out there that are like really good. So especially like I'm pretty sure the girl who did win it is actually going to my same semifinal here. Um, so I was proud of it. Yeah, but I'm more proud to just like do the work that I do in the military than to say I'm the fittest in the military, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And did you do the occupational games this year?
I did not know. I'm trying to remember why I had something going on. Oh, I had just switched to working weekends, and I just like didn't have time, and or if I did have time, I was just tired. I was like, I need to just rest and recover and squeeze in the workouts I can.
So we're kind of beating around the bush in your job and everything. You actually went to the U.S. Air Force Academy.
Yes,
And have you graduated?
I did. I graduated in 2020, the COVID year.
Yeah, there you go.
Very, very special year.
So you are still in Colorado Springs?
I am. I actually moved to California for half of 2020 and half of 2021, and then I moved back here last July.
Okay. And you go to CrossFit Decimate?
Yes.
Any shout out for your people at the CrossFit gym?
They're a great gym. They just like make me like I just get a smile on my face every time I see them. Everyone's just so friendly and says hi to me when I walk in. I'm like, "What's up, guys?" They've been so helpful to me, welcoming me in because I really haven't been going there for that long, but they've been so supportive, and I couldn't ask for a better gym.
So what job do you do in the military?
So I'm actually in the Space Force, which makes me a unicorn because there's not many of us. And I work for the unit that runs GPS. So basically, anytime you go on your phone, you pull up a little navigation app and are trying to get somewhere, I'm part of the crew that makes sure all the timing and the navigation signals that's coming down from the GPS satellites is like up to date and ready for the entire world to use.
And you recently got your space wings.
I did.
So what does that symbolize?
It just means that you finished like your initial training for the Space Force or to be a space operator, which is like my overall like overarching job title. And then from that, you can go into different units and do different jobs as a space operator. So it just means like I'm trained and I'm ready to take on the next job.
Okay. And as a kid, did you want to explore space or anything like that?
I'm obsessed with space. I've always been interested in space, like science fiction, the planets, the stars, all of it have just always been like my pastimes and my things I would like read about and look up, or I'd watch movies or play games about. So space has always been a big part of my life. And the creation of the Space Force was just like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do.
If given the opportunity, would you go?
To space?
Yes.
I would go. Yeah, for sure. And then I would also, people have asked, like, would you go to Mars? Like, there's a trip going to Mars, but people aren't coming back. And I'm like, no, I would only go to Mars if I'm allowed to come back. I don't need to just stay out there forever. But
Yeah, there's a ride at Disney for that.
yeah, exactly. Great ride. I recommend going.
Yeah, yeah. So I've seen a lot of pictures of you in like helicopters and doing stuff with helicopters. What did you do there?
I do like helicopters. At one point I had considered being a pilot, and if I wanted to fly Pave Hawks for the Air Force, which is just a Black Hawk with a fancy name. But mostly it's just these things called incentive rides, which is basically like a flying unit is going to be in the area and you can just sign up, and if you're fast enough you can get free rides on helicopters, and I'm first one to sign up.
Yeah, I actually just interviewed Jacob Pfaff this afternoon, and he was a repairman for Blackhawks. So yeah, it's all tying together today.
That's pretty cool.
So you also are engaged.
I'm actually married now.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Congratulations.
I know I haven't posted about it, but yes, thank you.
And he's in the military as well.
He's also in the Space Force. Yes.
Oh, so how did you guys meet?
We met at the Air Force Academy. We had a class together. Just started talking.
Just saw him across the room.
It was more the other way around. So he said he saw me, and then he would see me coming up from the gym and stuff. And eventually he came up and said something to me, and I was like, okay, yeah, we can go on a date.
So how long did you guys date before the engagement?
3 years. 3 years, and then we got married a year later. We got married back in March. So we've been together for 4.
Any good wedding stories?
If you want to have your wedding, a small wedding, have it at Garden of the Gods here in Colorado Springs, because it's a beautiful background and it's free.
Wow, good tip.
I was not about having a large wedding with a ton of people, so it was like a dream scenario pretty much, and it was a beautiful day. I couldn't have asked for better weather. My closest family and friends were there. It was really great.
So the other thing I know about you is you love the Echo bike.
I don't know if I love it. Love and being good at something are different things.
Well, you won this year's Rogue 50 Cal Echo Bike Challenge.
I did.
And what did you get for winning that?
I got $5,000 in my own Echo bike.
Your own Echo bike.
Yes.
Who doesn't want their own Echo bike?
Yeah, who doesn't want that horrible, torturous tank sitting around all the time?
How much do you use it since you've got it?
Well, it's actually at the gym right now, so we use it in classes and stuff. But I actually used it today, practicing one of the semifinals events.
So how many of those have you tested?
Right now, 4.
Are you going to do the other 2?
We will, yes. And then a couple of them, I just need to go back and practice some things that are newer to me. I don't have much experience with, so just fine tuning some stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's going to be, there's some fun events to watch. So as from a spectator's point of view, it's going to be fun. I'm not sure I'd want to do any of them, but watching them will be great.
That's fair.
They all have an element of pain.
Yes, there's just
other than the lift.
A sprinkle of something in each of them that's just like, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, my kryptonite is that super light thruster.
Yep, that'll do it. 100 of those, you're like, oh, that can't be that bad, and then you do them, and they add up real quick.
So, are you bringing anybody with you to the competition?
There's one girl at our gym who I didn't even meet that long ago, probably just a couple months ago. She moved back to the Springs and rejoined our gym, and she volunteered to go. And she's been really helpful because I'm not really good at logistics and planning, and she's very good at that. So she's kind of helped put together the trip for us. But that's it, just me and her.
Is she gonna be your coach?
Coach, caddy, friend, everything, all in one amazing person.
There you go. Everybody needs one of those.
Yes.
So, when it's all said and done and Sunday night comes, how are you going to celebrate competing in your first semis?
Probably, I would imagine I'll have made some friends, some acquaintance friends over the course of the weekend. Might all go out to eat something. Probably celebrate with a margarita, a little touch of some drinks there. I don't know, nothing crazy, but the whole weekend is just like a celebration of the work that we've all been putting in the past years to try to get here. So,
You were the first athlete to mention an adult beverage as your celebration.
well, yeah, that makes sense.
But I like the way you think.
Yeah, big shout out to Topo Chicos. Those are probably like my favorite go-to right there.
There you go. Yeah, my wife and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary in between the Syndicate Crown and the Mac.
Oh, congratulations.
And I think at Sunday, adult beverage will be in my hand, enjoying a little relaxation till the Mac comes.
Well deserved. You'll need it.
Yeah, and I like your recommendation, margarita. It's been a while since I've had one of
Yes,
those.
those are good.
Yeah. The one of the athletes did say not just a cookie, but a pile of cookies.
A pile of cookies.
A pile of cookies.
That's also a good suggestion. I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're a big fan of the crumble cookies.
Crumble. I can't say I'm a big fan of those, but I could smash a box of some like Krispy Kreme donuts. So if those were there, probably couldn't say no.
See, I have a problem with the Krispy Kreme because I grew up in this little small town where these little old ladies made donuts every night, and they are the best you've ever had in your life. And now nothing compares to that. So, and whenever I get a donut, I'm like, it was good, but not that.
That's fair. But like for like a national, international company, whatever they are, they've got some pretty good donuts for the speed at which they can make them. So you got to admit that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good at what they do. They're not going out of business, that's for sure.
True.
Well, this has been fun, Gabby, and I thank you so much for jumping on with me.
Of course.
My co-host Kat and I are going to be at the Syndicate Crown, so we'll hope to catch up with you there. Maybe get some interviews as you're coming off different events.
All right. I look forward to it.
All right, we'll see you there. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.